In today's video, we're going to take a look at an old setup and then what the next decision is. And it's going to be on NASDAQ futures. We're actually looking at a 120-minute chart. This is one of the setups that I identified in the trading room this morning. And let's go over those decisions. So we're going to start by looking at, the larger pattern in the NASDAQ is still a larger pattern of higher highs and higher lows, okay? So I still do have to set up the support. Even though I do have cycles in the bigger picture that could kick in, I'm really not seeing any major sell signals just yet. So anyway, with that in mind, let's look at the setup that we had this morning. Now here we had a prior decline that was 62.25 points, and I basically projected that from the most recent high, okay, and that's where this one projection came in. It just happened to overlap a 618 retracement of one swing, an extension of other swings, and also a 786 of another swing. So the zone of support actually came in at, the higher end was broken. So the 53, let's call it 34 to 53.37 area, and the actual low was made at 53.39. So again, this swing was very similar to this swing, and that was one of the main reasons why I was going to watch for a possible resumption of the rally. So did we get a rally? Yes. Was it a perfect hit? No, it was within a couple pennies, okay, but close enough to look for triggers once it had held. So now what? Well, what happened? We did see a nice little bounce there. So there was a bounce of 30 NASDAQ points. So that's nothing to sneeze at if you were able to, maybe take something in between here and here. But this is the next immediate decision, okay? Because typically, if you're looking at a pattern of higher highs and higher lows, then the target off of, a hold of support is typically going to be the 1272 extension of the swing into the zone, which means if this low is more important in the bigger picture, 54.16 is going to be the initial upside target. But we still have to watch the resistance that comes in on the way up. And that comes from this low to this high, and this was also published in the trading room. So you would have had these levels in advance. So 100% of this prior rally swing projected from this low gave you the 53.69 area. If you ran an extension of this prior high to low swing, there was a 1272 extension that came in at 53.71. And yet there is another decision of a larger swing. There was a 50% retracement. Okay, so that is the big hurdle that we're up against. I'm also going to include the 618 retracement in this case, but this is the way I have to look at it. If this low is more important in the bigger picture and is going to head towards this area, this is a very important hurdle that needs to be cleared. If you want to break this down into two zones, that's fine. Bottom line, we need to clear this 53.69 to 71 area, and then also the 53.76 area. If we do, then we are more likely to continue to rally from this support decision. A failure to do so, however, leaves this market vulnerable to at least another shot to the downside. Okay, so those are some parameters you can work with: this support decision, this resistance decision.